spirits. Electricity. Lava. Flight. When I was in bronze, I watched the YouTube videos of Avatar Frenchmanilla that told me the story of how she and her friends heroically got rid of the scripters at the top of the leaderboards. Avatar Frenchmanilla and her friends formed a club, the United Republic of Plonkers, a society where meta enjoyers and vibe guessers from all over the world could duel and earn club points together in harmony. Avatar Frenchmanilla accomplished many remarkable things in her Geoguessr career, but sadly, in her focus on writing Geoguessr parody songs, she forgot to renew her subscription. The United Republic of Plonkers, now leaderless, looks for its new avatar to lead the club to the top of the leaderboards. And like the cycle of the promo weeks, the cycle of the avatar began anew. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your girl Frenchmanilla here, and I hope you enjoyed that intro because today is the start of the Avatar Legend of HiScorra series. This is a continuation of my Avatar The Last Plonker series, which I'll have linked in the description, but basically I'm just going to be playing a couple of different Geoguessr maps, and each of these videos is going to have a unique intro to the video, and this first one is going to be Book 1 Spirits, or Episode 1 Spirits. So I'm going to be playing on a Northern Lights / Aurora Borealis map, so let's see how I do, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. I mean, this is just beautiful, right? I feel like I have no words or explanation. I really want to be able to see the Northern Lights in real life. I have been to Iceland once, and unfortunately, the Northern Lights were not, like, in show or, like, visible, like, when I went. So I went to, like, even, like, kind of near, like, the Grindavik area, in like a Northern Lights hotel, and it had like a Northern Lights wake-up call, but unfortunately I did not get like woken up by the call because I think there was like too cloudy conditions or something like that. But this is breathtaking, even with this like quality of like, you know, photo / camera / photosphere or whatever. Let's look around. We've got a lot of like ice sculptures, kind of like an angular building here. Okay, green lights, this kind of like blue building in the back. Okay, maybe I want to go somewhere in Greenland to start. I think like as I play a couple of rounds of this, I'll get a better idea of like maybe what locations are in the map. But I'll go here in like Apilitak to start. Okay, I could have been closer there. So we were actually in Canada in the Northwest Territories near Yellowknife. Okay, so Yellowknife with like the ice sculptures. Ooh, this is like... This just feels like really like amazing. I feel like I'm like just like my breath is taken away, you know, by how beautiful like the sky is and like the green and the lights and everything, and even like the snow in the mountains too. I feel like it's just all very, very cool. Okay, what do I see back there? I see lights, there's poles, there's people behind me in the picture in the photosphere, but I'm trying not to like, you know, look or something because I don't want to like focus on that. There's a moon. Okay. Is it? No, I thought for a second it might have been an eclipse, so I think it's just like glare of the camera, right? Like this other second circular thing like in front of the moon. There's a line here. Where do I think I am? Maybe I'll go in Canada again, but I'll go like somewhere up here near like Hebron. I don't know if a lot of locations are going to be like more in Canada, Greenland, Iceland, whatever. Norway, Sweden, Finland, but we'll see where we are and learn this location, hopefully. Okay, we were actually in Norway, really far north in Norway, closer to the 862 and Ersfjordbotn. You know, I'm kind of totally okay not getting a HiScorra in this video, which I know it's called like Avatar Legend of HiScorra, but I mean like I'm getting to see some pretty lights. I'm getting to look at the Northern Lights and just like experience and see pictures that I've not seen before. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm okay if that's like what comes out of this video. So we've got stars in the sky, green light again, not as strong of an aurora borealis as some of the other photos we've seen. A lot of lights here. Maybe it feels like, is that like a bridge or like a wall or something of lights? Very mountainous and snowy. I'll go Norway, but maybe a little bit further south because it's not as strong. So maybe it's telling me there's maybe more like, I don't know if it's like light pollution or whatever. I'll go near Rorvik. Okay, we at least got the right country, so we'll take that. We were actually further north in Norway near Samaroy. Okay, and 1.6K. Okay, very green lights again. Okay, we got the moon. Photographer, big lake. Well, not a big lake, just kind of an okay lake. We got like a snowbank, okay. Lights again. This feels like low-key like a similar area to the last one, but not exactly the same. Like I feel like we're in Norway again. I'll go near Brostadbotn. Okay, we got 4,000 there. That's an extremely good score, at least compared to my first two guesses. But we're a little bit further north, closer to Mikkelvik. Okay, this is interesting because I do see like the aurora borealis, but then I think I also see like so many lights around, so it's really like hard to get like a clear picture of lights, you know? Like it does feel very bright. We've got the clouds, we've got this like little bench here, okay. Lots of trees, which we haven't seen a lot of trees yet. Okay. I don't know why I feel like maybe we're in Canada this round. I don't really have like a strong idea like why, but it doesn't feel like the other rounds maybe. Or like it doesn't feel like the other like Greenland rounds, I meant to say. Should probably go closer to somewhere like, maybe I'll go Geoguessr. Okay, nope, we were in Norway again. Okay, so it looks like 3 out of 5 locations were in Norway, so maybe I'm thinking there's more locations in Norway, so I should probably guess Northern Norway a lot more on this map. We were closer to a place called Telegrafbukta, and it was the viewpoint. Okay. Alright, well we got 5.7K there, so definitely room to improve. Let's look at some more pretty lights and see how I do. Oh, also comment down below if you've ever seen the Northern Lights, because I want to know, like, what was that experience like? Did it mean anything to you? Like, where did you see it? Or were you like me and you tried to see the Northern Lights and they weren't visible? Okay, so we see a flag here, which is vaguely red. It's kind of hard to tell because A, the Northern Lights are giving like a green tint to it. You know, with like color theory and stuff, it kind of like changes the color of stuff, like if it's like shining like bright on it. But I do see some sort of red, so I feel like I have to go with it even if it's not actually red. I'm thinking it's probably the Norway flag because it could be the Canada flag, but I think I see a secondary color and it doesn't feel like the like white on the Canada flag. And we see like a lot of red buildings, which I mean I think are just like common in Norway. So I kind of do just want to go near some sort of waterway because we see some sort of like bay or something here in Norway. So let's go like maybe near Björkvik. Okay, a little bit further south, but we got the right country. We were in Norway, and we were closer to Aglen Camp and Babel Parkering. Kind of down here, okay. Okay, we were zoomed into the van there. Is this a glitch? Did we get the same location twice in a row? Okay, I think this is the same location twice in a row. Right? Like we literally just had this location. I'm pretty sure there's like 40-ish something locations on this map, so I don't think we should get repeats within the same like game, but that's okay. Okay, where were we? We were a little bit closer to the middle. I feel like I'll know the name if I see it, but like low-key I didn't remember it because I didn't expect to get that again, like so soon. Wow, I probably should have remembered where it was. But it was somewhere in the middle. No. I don't remember exactly where it was. It wasn't super far north. I remember it was like somewhere closer to here. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't remember it. So I'll go here and near Hadoya and we'll see where we are. Okay, maybe I did vaguely remember the right idea because we got like 4.8, so that's pretty good. We were closer to Ogland Camp and Bauble Park Ring, which is, of course, the location we had in the last round. Okay. All right, this one is different, but is it because we had this red bench before? So at the same time, not different because we definitely had this. I think the one with the red bench was really far north. I don't remember exactly where. Was it like this far north? I don't think so. It feels like a little bit further south, maybe near Thingsvik. Okay, it was actually up there. I was like hovering near Tromsø, but I was like, I feel like I guessed there before, so I didn't want to guess there. But I guess that's maybe just like where the location was, which is why it was in my head. But we got 4.4, so it's a pretty good score. Ooh, okay. I think this is probably the most vibrant Aurora Borealis that we've had so far. We've got this kind of like tent going on over here, okay. Snowy trees and snow. I want to say that this is giving me more Canada perhaps than it is giving me like, you know, Norway, because like maybe we're in like the Northwest Territories or something. I think the last Canada round I had was in Yellowknife, so I do want to just like go there, but I have a feeling we are in Canada and not Norway this time. Okay, cool. We were actually in the Aurora Village, but we were in the Northwest Territories. So I had a good instinct there that it was at least Canada, not Norway, so we got the right country and a pretty good region guess, which is like better than I get region guessing again normally. So I'll take it. Okay, we've got the sun. No, the moon. Which one is it? Okay, let me not say on that because I'm not entirely sure. Of course, we've got stars in the sky. We've got a little bit of an Aurora Borealis here. It kind of looks like some sort of like animal to me. Like, you know, you've got like the kind of like, I don't know. Like it looks like it has like, you know, 4 kind of like legs poking out or something like that. This is very, very smooth like snow. So maybe we're on some sort of like frozen lake or, you know, lake covered in snow or something like that. Because it's like way too smooth to be like, I don't know. It's just like perfect, right? So it's probably just like water that's like frozen up or frozen over or something like that. We've got a pattern. Somebody walked there. It's very glittery, like from like, you know, the lights and everything in the sky. I don't know. What is this giving me? Maybe it's giving me more Canada than Norway. I'm not really sure. I don't have like the structures or any like language or anything to go off of. I'll go in the Northern Territories again because I think that's just where most of them have been. Pretty close to Yellowknife, so I'll just guess in Yellowknife and hopefully we're close. Okay, this time we're not in Canada. We're actually in Finland. Okay, so our first Finland location in this map. We were pretty far north, E75, close to Tolonen. Tolonen on like the frozen lake. Actually, were we on a lake? Let me check this theory out. I think this was like a lake or some sort of body of water at least, okay. Okay, so I'll take 16K there. That is definitely a vast improvement on my first score. Let's play this again. Ooh, okay. I'm loving the different colors in this one. Like, I know it's like mostly green, but I'm also seeing hints of like, you know, red/purple kind of peeking through. And it's reflecting on the lake. And then over there we have a bunch of like snowy trees, but also like, you know, bright lights. So we can see that as well. I don't really like this like harsh bright light. Like, I don't know what it's doing, but it's kind of just like ruining the shot or whatever, you know. But I think this is some sort of like, you know, village or town or whatever. Tall trees. Kind of looks like pines, maybe. A lake. Mountain in the back. I mean, I think like if I'm going like statistically, probably somewhere in Norway, more likely. I'll go near Ballangen and we'll see where we are. Okay, we were actually in Canada that time. We were in Yukon though, which I don't think we've had a Yukon location. We've only had Northwest Territories, I believe. We were close to Cali. Okay, and we got 0 points there. So that is all right. I don't really mind because I'm getting to see all these different viewpoints of the Northern Lights. Holy guacamole, this place is like covered in snow. Like I see a little bit of the Northern Lights peeking through. It's like, hey, through like, you know, the clouds and everything. This house / building is covered in snow. It's like frozen over. I mean, like I know I see like the lights inside and everything, but it must be very like lonely to like live here or work here, whatever. Like, you know, if it's like a watch station or something, like, because you must be so far from other people, but like even if like you're in here with other people, like, you know, you can't go to the store, you can't, you know, like go out to like, you know, get a cup of coffee or something. Like you're just like kind of here for a while. I mean, we have a car here. I'm like, what if something happens? Like what if like a piece of ice breaks or something and the car goes away? Like how do you actually just like get out? But anyways, enough chit chat about that. Sky, kind of a paler blue. Lots of snow. I don't know. I kind of want to go like somewhere in Svalbard for some reason. Like I know a lot of this coverage is like not official, but I feel like we're like really far north. So I want to say like it feels even more north than like Norway, Sweden, Finland, like, you know, like the mainland down here. I'm gonna go near Longyearbyen and we'll see where we are. But maybe we're in Greenland as well. Okay, no, we are actually in Finland, and that is okay. We're on the E75 on this lake. Isn't that what we had in a previous round? Huh. Okay. Well, maybe it's like marked incorrectly or something, because I don't think that was the same exact location as the last one, but I'm pretty sure that's where the location we had on the frozen lake was. Unless it's just a different viewpoint and I'm incorrect there. That is okay. I like looking at the lights anyway. Doesn't matter if the location is incorrect or not. Okay. This time the Aurora Borealis is kind of like one streak. So instead of like a sort of like shape of like an animal or something or all over the sky, it's got like one zoom path. It kind of reminds me of like if you guys have ever seen like Finding Nemo, you know, like the water current that like, you know, Crush and all the other turtles are like swimming in, how it kind of like swirls through the water. That's what this reminds me of in the sky. I feel like, you know, you could like have a bunch of spirit animals or stars or, you know, whatever, like swimming through it. But that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Okay, so we have like some sort of like body of water, which I think is covered in snow. We have some snowy, rocky areas, big bright light, of course. Like the sunset in the back, it looks like maybe. A lot of colors like kind of like blending beautifully together though into this green path. I think maybe I'll go in Finland this time because I've been guessing in Norway and the past couple ones have been in Finland. Or I think one of them was a repeat location or whatever, but I'll go near Väylä in Finland and we'll see where it is. Ooh, okay, actually this one was in Iceland and this one was near Reykjavik. Northern Light Viewpoint, okay. Green. Ooh, this time we're on a truck. Which, is this some sort of like official coverage if we're on a truck or a CV? I don't think so. I mean, I don't recognize the truck, but it's still possible it could be some sort of official coverage. I'm just thinking that because it's in a car, it could still be unofficial. This is very beautiful. There are so many like wisps and like, you know, paths of like the northern lights kind of like poking out from this like area back here. There's greens and yellows. Like this is like kind of like a green, like almost like a minty seafoam green to me. And then back here we've kind of got like a more yellow green. But I think that might be affected by like the actual lights of like the buildings down there or something. I just wonder what it's like to just see this in real life and exist. Like I'm so like enamored or enthralled or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm just amazed by the northern lights. Okay, so we have some buildings. They feel kind of short because of like where the light is like poking out from them. We're on a black car. I don't know. Part of me wants to go Iceland, I guess, because the last location was in Iceland. Maybe it's like recency bias or something like that. I'll go near Keflavik. No. Where's Grindavik? I feel like maybe I want to go near Grindavik. Yeah, I'll go near Grindavik and we'll see where we are, but I feel like maybe we're in Iceland this time. Nope, we were actually in Norway. Okay, you know what? That is okay. I'm fine with that. We were closer to Frenchmanilla. Okay, and we got 170 points there. Ooh, okay. Lots of bright lights around us. Almost too many bright lights. I'm like, I don't want to look. Okay, we're looking at the sky though. Even through like the quality of the camera, I mean, like, look at this. How can you just not like think it's like a 10 out of 10 view? And I feel like in real life, like, no camera is going to do it justice, right? Like, I really want to see this in person. We've got this red building here, which is making me lean towards guessing in Norway because of a lot of like red buildings in Norway. But we have a lot of like grassy, kind of like hilly, snowy area as well. Some stars peeking through. No constellations that is that the Dipper? I was gonna say no constellations I recognize, but is that the handle of the Dipper? Big Dipper? Little Dipper? Right here, right? Like the handle and then like the actual like spoon / pot or whatever you describe it as yourself. I'm actually kind of amazed that I recognize that, or I think that I recognize that, because I was like, wow, I don't like recognize any of the constellations in the sky, and like there it was right there. Let me go kind of north. I'll go near Geoguessr. Ooh, okay. 4,000 I'll definitely take. We're closer to Samaroy in Norway. So we got the right country and a kind of decent-ish region guess. We got 4.9k there. Most of the points came from that last guess that I had that was like 4,000. But honestly, I don't care. Like, this is such like a fun map, and I'm loving seeing all the different like locations and photospheres. All right, I'm gonna play this map one more time, and I'm gonna see how many more locations I can identify if I've had them before, or how many new Aurora Borealis locations I can find. Okay. We are, ooh. I don't know, that red light over there makes it look evil or something. Okay, we've got the one kind of green-yellow path in the sky. Feels like we are on some sort of like, maybe frozen lake again. Is that P? I don't, okay, there's just like a yellow spot there. It does feel like we're on a lake, right? Because of how like smooth or something this is. Is that the one thing in Finland? It's like somewhere up here. The location that we've had like a couple of times in Finland, I don't remember exactly where it is. I'm realizing now that there's way more lakes than I remembered. I'm gonna put it here in Finland and we'll see where it is, but I do love this Aurora Borealis. I mean, there's been none that I've hated. I feel like there's none that I could hate, but really pretty location. Let's see where it is. Okay, we're a little bit further north. I don't think it was the same like lake as before, but we got the right country, so I will definitely take 3.7k. We were in Finland and we were closer to, zoom out, Kapalo. Okay. Lots of like grass and kind of like hilly area around us. We just had this location. I remember this red building, very bright, no red light. Where did I just have this red location? Huh. Was this one Iceland? I don't know. I feel like a lot of locations are starting to blend together in my head, but that's kind of okay. You know, we're just going with the vibes, like the spirit of the video and everything. Let's take a look at the Aurora Borealis one more time. This like green path is very wide. Like I feel like some of the like singular path like Aurora Borealises that we've seen have been like either like one thinner like, you know, pathway, or they've been like, you know, multiple different colors or more spread out. But this is like one like wider path of green, kind of going over the mountains back there. I think I have to go Norway here. I'm gonna go near Tromsø. I don't think this is the Tromsø location, or I'm not like 100% sure, but I feel like a lot of locations have been near here, so I kind of want to go here to like hedge for a lot of different locations. But yeah, just really appreciative of this map and seeing all the different Aurora Borealises. Okay, I will take it. 4.6k, very closer to Samaroy, which we did have before, and I remembered having that location, just couldn't remember exactly where. Okay, this one we've had because I remember I talked about the flag earlier in the video, but I didn't remember where it was. A lot of red buildings. Okay, very cool. We're on this sort of like truck / SUV thing. Okay, some sort of like little lake thing. Norway, I think, because of the flag. I feel like somewhere near here, like it's somewhere in the middle, right? Maybe like I'm thinking it's one of the more like middle Norway locations than the north ones. I could be wrong here, but honestly, I don't mind if I am. So let's see where we are. All right, perfect. We're a little bit further south. I kind of got the right area again, but just not the exact 5K, which is definitely okay. We were in Norway, but we're closer to Oteroya. Okay. All right, we've got a lot of different like pathways of this Aurora Borealis kind of like, you know, wisping out in different directions. We got a little bit of like the lights like coming out from back there. I think that's the sun, right? And then this is like building lights, I think, around here. A little bit of the orange tint from like the sunlight in the back and stuff. Lots of different stars and stuff in the sky. I do see hints of like purple kind of around the different like wisps of green. So that's cool to see like a multicolored one. We're really low to the ground. I'm like, we're below like where the SUV is. What are these like things over here? I don't know. I think it's possible we might have had this location. I'm not entirely sure, but that is okay. Got to see cool sunrise, sunset, and the northern lights. So we'll go near Harstad in Norway. Okay, this was Iceland. I did not remember that. And we were actually near the like northern lights point or something like that. Or one of the lighthouses or something. Okay, yeah, one of the lighthouses near Reykjavik. It's not the same as the Northern Lights viewpoint because I remember there's one in Iceland. Okay, I think... Was there a location that I had where I was like on top of the car but at the same exact place? Like I feel like I remember seeing like this set of buildings in the back and like this set of the Northern Lights, but I feel like we were on top of the car. If that is right, let me know down below because I'm like, I feel like this seems like very like recognizable but slightly different. Anyways, so we've got starry night sky, lots of green lights. It's like covering the sky. It's not just like, you know, one pathway. It's like all over. And different like varying shades of green too, which is just so pretty. We've got the sun. We've got water. Okay. Last time I had and I saw these, I feel like I was like, oh, maybe it's Iceland, but then it wasn't Iceland, like Finland ever? I'm thinking Finland here. I'm gonna go near Lusmaniemi and we'll see where we are. You know what? We'll take it. We were in the wrong country. We were in Norway. We're closer to Samaroy, which I forgot, but that is okay because the point of this video is kind of just survive and see different Northern Lights locations and see all these different pretty pictures. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me finding different Northern Lights locations and doing my spirit bending training. If you enjoyed this video, there's going to be 4 more episodes in this series, which will be added to the Avatar the Last into Plonker playlist, which is linked in the description. Also have the map in the description as well if you want to try it out yourself. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to Frenchmanilla and have a great day.